Hey everyone, this is Mickey's Earbuds. I'm David, and I'm here with.
Justin.
You sound like you're one of those people. Like, please say your name now. Deet. Please say your
Justin.
name. Yeah. So we're back today. It's good to be with everybody. And today we're going to be talking about something that my parents are a part of, that Justin is a part of, but I myself am not yet a part of, though I have taken advantage of it. We're going to be talking about the Disney Vacation Club. So I'm actually really excited about this. This is something that I totally intend on getting involved with my family when we're able. Justin's going to tell us his perspectives, his experiences, and how he's just been able to make good use of it so far. But first, Justin, let's play a game. How's that sound to you?
Okay. It's not global thermonuclear war, is it?
Well, I'm not playing tic-tac-toe today. So
Sorry, that was a War Games reference.
if anyone gets that, yes, I'll be surprised.
I was born in the 80s, you know.
I was watching this thing about these kids on TikTok where they were playing 2000s, like aughts, 000 music, and none of the kids knew any of the songs. We're not talking 80s, we're not talking 90s, we're talking just the zeros. No idea. But then again, it's over 20 years ago. Some parts of it are 20 years ago. So I don't know. All right, so this is 30 questions using thinking about your favorite Disney things, and you're going to just spitball answer them. If I feel funny, I might press you a little bit on the question, but you don't necessarily have to explain yourself. How's that sound as a rule?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Your favorite Disney movie?
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Your favorite princess?
Belle.
Your favorite prince?
Does Hercules count?
Is he? That's a good question. My wife was giving the A-OK symbol. I guess because he's the son of a god. So in a sense, maybe.
All right. Well, if I can't go with Hercules, then I guess I would probably have to go with Philip from Sleeping Beauty.
All right. So we're gonna say potential tier A, Hercules. If that doesn't work, Philip. That sounds good to me. Favorite song in a Disney film?
That's a rough one. How many times have I really thought about these songs? Okay, I'll Make a Man Out of You.
Okay. Oh man, here you go. This is for all the ladies out there. What's the best Disney kiss that you've ever seen? These questions are fun to ask you because you're the one who said you'd rather dress cute than comfy.
Gee, thanks. I'm gonna have to go with Belle and the Beast. Yeah, Belle and the Beast.
See, I would have went even safer than that and said Lady and the Tramp.
Of course you would have. That one was classic. But you had me going. You set me up. You set me up because you went princess and then prince and then best Disney kiss, and nobody's on that train of thought. Nobody's going to be thinking of two dogs.
It was worth it. All right, so who is in your opinion, the prettiest princess?
And now I'm not playing anymore. Okay. All right. I will play. Gosh. Well,
the wrong answer. Go ahead.
What's that?
There are only wrong answers.
Yeah, as you say, the prettiest princess. Did I clarify that? Who do I think, in my opinion, is the prettiest princess?
Yes, that's why I'm saying there are only wrong answers, because someone won't be happy.
My wife.
That is the most correct answer ever.
Well, you didn't specify Disney princess, so
you know what? And I'm not going to push you on it. So next one. What is your favorite Disney castle? And you can say pre or post paint jobs, given that they just painted the Disney Magic Kingdom castle.
Okay, so we're thinking theme park castles, or are we thinking castles in the movies?
Let's do theme parks. Let's keep that a little narrow.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to go with Cinderella Castle previous to the most recent paint job they're now putting on it for the 50th anniversary. I actually haven't seen it, but I really admire Cinderella Castle at Disney World.
The pictures actually look pretty good. I think, and I trust Disney does a good job. You know,
Yeah, well, I mean, it can't possibly be any worse than the birthday cake. So,
is that infamous on the internet? Was that infamous
oh
in its day?
gosh, it was so infamous. It's like, what have you done? People were so upset about that because they're going to Disney World. They're so excited. They're going to get their family photo in front of the very picturesque Disney castle, and it looks like a giant cake.
Uh, your once in a lifetime vacation.
Yep, yep.
My wife is in the room with me right now, and she pulled up a picture. She's like, "Oh, it's ugly."
Yeah, that was not that was poorly played on their part, and I don't think that that's controversial in any way. Otherwise, I wouldn't be saying it. I'm pretty sure that's basically unanimous among Disney fans.
No hot takes today. The favorite kiss was your hottest take so far. What is the saddest Disney movie moment you can think of?
Well, I think a lot of Disney fans will echo me when I say it was when Carl Fredricksen's wife passed away in Up.
You know what? That is a fantastic answer. I was thinking like the death of Mufasa, maybe when Bambi's mother died, but that is, what is that? What's the joke? Still a better love story than Twilight?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of that was one of those moments that you actually fight back tears when you're watching that one. I think more so than when Bambi's mother dies or Mufasa dies. I mean, when Mufasa dies, it's certainly epic and it's certainly tragic, but it's not as much of a tearjerker because I think there's a lot of people can relate to that, to losing a loved one, and Disney Pixar made it feel so real.
You know what's one of the saddest Disney moments to me?
What's that?
When Iron Man gets killed and you realize he's never going to be with his daughter again.
Ah, yeah.
In
That would do
Endgame.
it. Yeah. You can rest now, Tony. You can rest now.
Yeah, it's like, wait, that does count as a Disney thing, doesn't it? Someone might be like, one of the saddest moments is when Leia dies of heartbreak when giving birth to her children.
No, it wasn't Leia. It was Padme.
No, Padme. I'm going to make all the Star Wars people happy with that one. Yep. It's like, oh, you have to count those, don't you? All right. So moving on. What is your favorite Disney couple?
Well, you said Disney this time, so I can't say me and my wife. What is it going to be?
Now, see, my wife and I are my favorite couple at Disney.
But you didn't say that. You said favorite Disney couple. Yep, Lady and the Tramp.
Okay. Not Pepper Potts and Tony Stark?
No.
That's good. That's good. All right. Which Disney character has the best hair? This is a tough one.
Oh, I'm getting there. I'm just trying to think of his name.
Endgame Hulk?
No. I'm trying to think of the character's name, and it's so sad. It's not coming to me.
Live action Belle?
No, I got it. Best. You said best haircut in a Disney movie?
Yeah, best hairstyle, cut, whatever.
Okay.
Best hair.
Here it comes. You ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this.
I'll be as ready as I ever could be.
Cornelius Robinson.
Oh, swish on the lesser known Disney animation film. Very nice. Now, which one? Teenage one or adult one?
Yes.
Okay. That was the correct answer because they have the exact same hairstyle. All right. What is your favorite animal sidekick? Disney, of course.
Yeah, I figured that one because otherwise I'd have to say, well, obviously my dog,
my very own pets.
Yeah. Favorite animal sidekick, Pegasus.
That's a solid answer. I was gonna say, is it like Ant-Man's ants?
No.
Is it Chewbacca?
Is Chewbacca really an animal because he's sentient? So I don't know if that works.
I have no idea.
He's more
So
technically an alien than an animal.
I don't make these rules and I don't want to. So next one, sort of related. Favorite non-animal sidekick? Chewbacca would definitely fit into that category.
Yeah, he would.
You know who else would? Jarvis. When you think out, it's funny. I can now thinking of all the things like, okay, what are they on the Star Wars properties? What are they on the Marvel properties?
Yeah, you're killing me here.
I didn't even think of the Indiana Jones properties.
Oh, short round. There you go. Now you brought up Indiana Jones. I've got to go with short round.
Very cool. All right. So taking in count all their properties again, what is your favorite outfit across all of them? My wife is whispering Jasmine is her favorite outfit.
My favorite outfit of all of them.
Overweight Thor?
No. No.
Thanos.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I know what is like a really obviously correct answer for this, and that would be pretty much any Iron Man suit ever, except for the Mark 1 maybe.
Yeah.
But not gonna go that route. I think I'm gonna go with something I always thought I thought it was pretty cool. I'm gonna go with Star-Lord.
Star-Lord.
Yeah.
What about where does Vader rate on that scale?
Well, Vader's got obviously a very cool outfit, and just the whole breathing apparatus thing going on. That's a really cool package there. But I'm going for function and style more than anything. So,
all right, that's pretty good. All right, next one. Favorite Disney villain? I got a couple for this one personally.
Yeah, so do I. Is this again across all properties?
All Disney property.
Okay. All right. In that case, I would have to say I really liked Ultron.
Ultron was really good.
Yeah. I really liked Ultron. I really liked Emperor Palpatine.
Yep. Wow. Good job.
And we'll go on the more Disney princess side of things. And I'm not talking about the live action. I'm talking about the animated. Maleficent has always struck me as a really cool villain.
All right. Where does Hades rate up in there?
2 thumbs way, way up.
All right, so let's do a quick side, this or that. Thanos or Emperor Palpatine?
Thanos.
I think Thanos would be able to beat Emperor Palpatine.
Well, only with the Infinity Gauntlet, to be perfectly honest.
You think so? He seems to be the kind of guy who can resist energy blasts.
Yeah, maybe, but...
And he walks through things that are similar to the Force.
Yeah, but isn't that with the Infinity Gauntlet again?
Well, in the end game, he seems to be able to do that without any help from the Infinity Gauntlet. And then the question is, who's smarter between the two? Like, who is more, who's the one who's able to plan better? I think that they both are equal at the long game. You know what I mean?
Yes, they both definitely had the long game down pretty well.
And I would say that if you were to sit down and talk with them, their motivations would probably be one where you're like, I believe that you believe this.
Yeah.
So, there you go. That's also good writing, by the way.
That said, if there's any redeemable qualities to be found, because I think that's one of the latest things in villains, especially in these extended properties that Disney owns, is that it seems to me there's a lot of villains that they try to have. There's a redeemable quality about them, and I think if you put that into play, I think Thanos has a little bit more redeemable about him than Emperor Palpatine does about him.
I'm still on team #Palpatine did nothing wrong. Let's finish up because I got 30 questions here and we've been at this for a little bit. So, This one I'm going to give to you purposefully, which is, what is your favorite Disney quote? This could be from Walt's mouth himself. This could be from any film, any property, any, please stand clear of the doors, anything.
Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. I'm going to go with, I know I'm kind of recycling a lot here in my answers to these questions, but I think it's really good. I think it was very well played, I should say, in Meet the Robinsons, the keep moving forward part, quote, we keep moving, part of Walt Disney's original quote, we keep moving forward, opening new doors and doing new things because we're curious, and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths.
That was pretty good.
And before he says we keep moving forward, he actually said, around here, however, we don't look backwards for very long, which I kind of like that part as well.
You know what's another good quote from Disney stuff? All things balanced as they should be. Thank you again, Thanos.
Yeah. You know what I could have done is Aslan from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. It is finished.
Hey, that's another good one since they had that TV property. That's pretty good. There's a lot of good stuff out there. And then for honorable mention, your favorite park quote would be?
So something you hear inside the parks.
Or at the parks. I'm pretty sure it's, please stand clear of the
door. Well, that's certainly the most repeated one. And my wife can attest that pretty much anytime we're on the monorail and that comes on, I mouth the words. I don't actually say them. I just mouth them as the announcer says them. I think it drives her nuts.
I need to get that mug. I hope they still make it, and I bet you they don't.
I bet you they don't either, but guess who has it?
I know you do. Yeah, that's and it's funny. I've seen it before. I was like, oh, well, Justin has that one. I don't want to get that one. I'm like, wait, I should get that one.
Yeah.
But all right, let's move forward here. We have a little bit of time left, so let's talk in brief, because we had more fun today. Let's talk in brief about the Disney Vacation Club. Let me ask you a couple interview-style questions. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
When did your family first discover the Vacation Club?
My immediate family, my extended family. You kind of have to be a little more specific.
When did you guys find out about it? How did you find out about it? Like, did someone point you in the right direction, or how did you find out?
All right. So I think the best way to answer this is to say that my aunt and uncle, that is my dad's brother and his wife, were really big into Disney. And so I think when Disney Vacation Club first came on the scene in the early 90s, they were two of the very first people to buy in. So you're looking at, I think, with them, founding members of Disney Vacation Club in that sense. Their picture is somewhere at Old Key West Resort in around Olivia's Cafe or something. I've never found it, but I'm sure it's there.
You want to explain why it's at Old Key West?
Because Old Key West was the very first Disney Vacation Club resort.
Now, what exactly is a vacation club?
What exactly is Vacation Club?
Yeah, if I just jumped off of, a rocket. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right. Okay. So this is a timeshare, but Disney style. So it's not a typical timeshare in where you might be restricted to the same place, the same room, the same couple of weeks out of the year. It's a whole lot more flexible than that. So you have the ability to buy points, usually in the hundreds to start out, and then maybe in the 50s or even the 25s as you add on, if you choose to add on to your membership later on. But those points, you buy them at a home resort, a Disney Vacation Club resort, most of which are at Disney World. But there's also one in Vero Beach, one at Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, one at Disneyland, the Grand Californian, and one at Aulani in Hawaii. Those are all Vacation Club resorts. And you buy points at a particular resort, and it gives you an advantage, a booking advantage at that resort, and it also determines the price point, the price per point. But the bottom line is you get that, say you purchase 100 points, you get 100 points every single year, and you get to use that pretty much at any vacation club resort, and if you buy direct through Disney in a few other ways as well. But you get those 100 points year after year. You can use them at whatever week, whatever type of accommodation, whatever resort that strikes your fancy, provided it's available.
Okay, and what makes this distinct from like other timeshare programs?
Well, it's the flexibility. It's the flexibility of choosing when you want to go, where you want to go, what style of accommodation, what type of accommodation you want. And also it gives you the ability to bank and borrow the points from one year into the next. And so you could feasibly, that again, going back to that 100 points a year, you could say you're going to bank 100 points from this year into the next year. And then in that next year, you're going to borrow the points from the year after that into that year too. So you could have up to 300 points to use in that 1 year to book an accommodation. So I'd say flexibility is probably the major key to what makes Disney Vacation Club stand out from most timeshares.
Yeah, I think a lot of people who've run into timeshares always see those commercials on TV, like, you want to get out of your timeshare? Because they're like traditionally like a fixed week of the year, so you can only go on like the 32nd week of the year, and that's it.
Right.
Or and you're kind of just stuck. If you can't make it, you can't do that banking or borrowing process. You're just like, oh, you missed it. Well, that's all your fault. I guess Disney was the one actually to like really pioneer that method. The points method is from what I've been reading.
Yeah, that seems right to me.
And yeah, it started in 1991. Is that when your aunt and uncle bought in? Was way back in the early 90s?
I do believe it is 91. If it wasn't 91, it was 92 or something like that. But they bought in very, very early. Their points are by and large, if not entirely, at Old Key West under that original contract.
Oh wow! And that's a very nice resort. It's very, very. It feels like it's been there a while, but it's a very nice one.
Yeah, well, in my opinion, all of the Disney Vacation Club resorts are nice. It's just a question of what kind of nice suits you.
And now, if you don't mind my sharing, or my question, if you want to share it, what what are you bought into specifically? Which one or ones?
Okay,
I know this is for everyone else.
Yeah, we are bought in specifically at Animal Kingdom Lodge. I'll just be completely forthcoming with you. We have 300 Vacation Club points, and 250 of them are at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and the other 50 are at Bay Lake Tower, which is attached to Disney's Contemporary Resort.
And what this does, if once you have it paid off, this really helps you save on staying on property, right?
Yeah, it absolutely does. And not just, I actually broke it down when we bought in, and assuming price increases are proportional, I figured in here's how much we paid for our points. There's also an annual dues thing. So I actually broke down with figuring in all the costs of all the points we bought and the annual dues that we're paying, which do increase from year to year by a small amount, and compared that to, well, what if we just wanted to go to Disney World 2 weeks out of every single year, not necessarily back to back, and stay at even a value accommodation? I said, well, over the course of the 50 years of our contract, we still would have saved money. It would have been a small amount of money, but we would have saved money. But the thing is, with Vacation Club, you're not staying in a value accommodation, you're staying in a deluxe accommodation. So it certainly makes the price point a whole lot easier to digest.
Yeah. And you guys aren't like going nuts. You're not eating out every night of the week. Because these places generally have an ability for you to make food in your suite or in your villa, right?
Yeah, that is correct. You can get a studio, a deluxe studio, and in there you'll still have a microwave, a mini fridge, I think a toaster and a coffee maker or something like that. So you can still do a little bit of food prep there, but the vast majority of what you'll find is you have one bedroom, two bedroom, even three bedroom villas, and those all are equipped with full kitchens with cookware and silverware and dinnerware and all that fun stuff. So yeah, you have the ability to cook right there in your room.
That's really, really neat when you think about it, because that could save you substantially even more money if you are really good at like saying, yeah, I want to eat out, but at the same time, we already paid for our points. You can minimize a lot of expenses, and what's making a couple of things yourself there while you're there. Now, one of
Yeah,
the things that I don't think they do though for you is they're not regularly cleaning your room.
correct. Because again, the whole thing on this is that it's like a vacation rental in that aspect, but it still has a little bit of perks. So what you'll do is if you're staying there on your points and you're staying there for, I think, we'll say what we usually do is 5 nights. We don't even do a full week most of the time. We stay there for 5 nights, and I think it's after your third night they come in and they do a trash and towel service. So they replace all of your towels and washcloths. They might replenish your soaps if that needs to be done, and they'll take out your trash and recycles and all that for you. But they're not going to make your bed. They're not going to do a full cleaning. Now, if you stayed there for, I think, over a week, I think it's after your seventh night that they would do a full cleaning.
Wow. All right, so let's have some fun for a second. How's that sound?
Okay.
What is the craziest vacation that you could plan at Disney Vacation Club right now? I'm like, say you had all the points available to you. What would it look like? You're going all out. How long would you stay? Where would you stay? When would you
Wow.
stay?
Okay. Well, I've always wanted to stay at Alani in Hawaii. That hasn't happened yet, and we would like to do that at some point. Yeah, so I think that would be probably our next big pick would be to use our points to stay there right on the island there next to Honolulu, and that would be neat for a variety of reasons. One, the resort there, I've been told by family members, multiple family members who have visited it, that it is absolutely spectacular. It's so relaxing. And on top of everything else, I am a big US Navy enthusiast. And
Yeah.
so I would love to go over and see Pearl Harbor. And it's on the same island.
Now, how many nights could you theoretically stay for if you had all the points? Like you had no bank, you could bank points and could borrow points. What's the longest you think you could stay out there?
I've never actually researched that. I know that I could at least stay for a week, and I probably could stay for two if I really stretched it out, and maybe even three depending on the time of the year and the size of the accommodation. So I've never really actually investigated that, but I feel fairly confident that without banking or borrowing points, I could stay for a week at the right time of the year, and possibly a two-bedroom if necessary.
So, in your home resort, what you said is the Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Yeah.
What's the longest you can stay at one time if you used all 300 of your points?
Again, can't say that I've really investigated that. I do know that if I think the cheapest points wise room you can get is a value accommodation studio at Animal Kingdom Lodge, specifically Jumbo House. Value accommodation here meaning you don't have a whole lot of square footage and you get a view of the parking lot. There's not very many of those rooms actually at Animal Kingdom Lodge because they really like to push their Savannah views. So the vast majority of the rooms there have a Savannah view or at least a partial Savannah view. So it's actually kind of hard to get into one of those value accommodation studios. But last time I checked, the cheapest time of year on a weeknight, those were 9 points a night.
Whoa, are we talking like in February or January?
Yeah, or September.
Okay. So if you're going
Yeah.
for 9 points a night, you could potentially be staying there for, if you really worked your points, just a 1 year's worth of points, you could stay there for about 3 or 4 weeks, couldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. I would have no desire to stay in a value accommodation studio at Animal Kingdom Lodge, but that could be done.
Wonder how many people do that. When we were up there around Christmas time, we were in and out a couple years back, from the 18th until almost New Year's. We came back after Christmas, and I saw one balcony at the Bay Lake Towers was decorated the same way all throughout. So I was thinking, how many points does that person own? And they were there. It had to be 2.5 weeks.
Wow. Yeah, well, I do know this that they do place a cap on how many points you can buy, but it's a really high cap, and I'm not sure what that cap is. I just know that the intention behind it is that it prevents any person from being able to have enough points on a single contract to stay for more than 6 months out of a year.
Wow. They
The reason for that being is that if they can stay for more than 6 months out of the year, they can claim residency.
uh
So that's why you can't claim residency on your vacation club timeshare.
so they're really looking out. I'm looking at it here. I'm going to the Vacation Club website. You can buy, like, you have 300. You can buy at one resort. Uh 150, 200. You can buy quite a bit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the you can check this out yourselves. You go to disneyvacationclub.disney.go.com and they have this information there. That's one of the best things, by the way, about Disney is that they have websites for everything.
Yeah. And the neat thing I really liked about becoming a vacation club member, something I really appreciated, is that the sales rep that we talked to, and I'm pretty sure it's that Disney tries to make it this way. So I'm pretty sure this is something you would encounter with most of their sales reps, is that he was very forthcoming with us about everything.
Okay.
So anything that was, if it was a positive or it was a possible drawback, he was very forthcoming about the point that, hey, there's so much good about this for you, but the bottom line is we also want your money. you know
Yeah.
so they have that too. So it was very forthcoming. It would answer any question we could possibly think of about how it all works and what the perks are, what all the perks are and everything. So yeah, we went into that. They make it very easy for you, especially if you ask the right questions, let alone actually reading the contract before you sign it. It is very easy for you to go in there eyes wide open and know exactly what you're getting into before you buy in. So that's something I really appreciated about it.
I wonder if they're making commission to sell you, the vacation club, or is it they are just like that, like you're saying, they just are, straightforward with you instead, you know?
I I do think to a degree they might be making some commission there,
Hmm.
but still, I I have had nothing but positive experiences dealing with Vacation Club sales reps over the years. It's been very good. They they treat you very well, especially, and this is one of those things where if you're really looking into buying into Disney Vacation Club, odds are you're already a person who is vacationing to Disney regularly, or at least would want to be. So you owe it to yourself truly to make that special trip down to the area and actually set up an appointment with a DVC sales rep right there on site. Their office is at Saratoga Springs Resort, and it's a whole different experience right there. I mean, they're gonna give you complimentary orange juice and cookies and things like that. They'll go over the whole program with you face to face. and give you some tours of some model rooms that they have. And when it's all said and done, you get ice cream. So, and you get ice cream. Sorry, I cut that short. You get ice cream and a ride to wherever you're going next on the property. They'll have a van parked out there and they'll take you to wherever you're going next on the property.
That's really cool. So they're so when you guys bought in, you had you're saying you had a good experience.
Yeah.
This year I'll be staying at if everything goes the way we hope it does at Vero Beach in October to see what that property is like. Have you ever been on non-Disney properties? Non-Disney World properties.
So you mean like staying around Disney World but not actually?
No, I mean like where you can use your vacation clubs. Have you stayed at other places outside of Disney World? I'm sorry, or seen them?
Oh, okay. I have not actually used my points thus far for anything except for Disney Vacation Club resorts. Now, you bring up an interesting point because if you buy directly through Disney, you can buy through resale at a reduced rate somewhat. But if you buy directly through Disney, your points can not just be used at Disney Vacation Club resorts, they can be used at pretty much any Disney property and Disney Cruise Line and world traveling with Disney, different things like that. So there's so many possibilities there if you buy directly through Disney.
Wow. Now I was just looking at this while you're talking about it. To buy to use your points for those other things, it is not. We're not talking 9 points though.
No, you're not. It's those you'll be using a substantial number of points to do what they call their Adventures by Disney, which is where you're traveling the world or part of the world with Disney as your travel team. And you'll be using a substantial number of points for that cruise that you might want to take with Disney. But still, those possibilities are there if you've got the points to put them towards it. I will say that I have not seen really too much of an incentive to use my points to stay at other Disney-owned resorts, like at Disney World. Like if I wanted to stay at, say, Caribbean Beach or something like that, I could convert my points over to stay there. But really, it's not really worth it because of the amount of points that takes. You could be staying in a deluxe instead of a moderate.
And it seems, I guess it's a larger waste of points to do it the other way around.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, if it sounds like they're de-incentivizing is the way you're making it sound.
Yeah, in some ways. That said, I do think that the Adventures by Disney, if you've got the points to do it, is definitely something that's enticing. And having been on a Disney cruise, but not on my points, if you know anything about cruising with Disney, using your points to cruise with Disney, if you've got enough, that's also definitely enticing.
Yeah, it looks like for Adventures by Disney would, for instance, in your case, for a day you wouldn't have enough points for just a day. It looks like here. I'm looking at the website.
Yeah.
I guess they really want people to use their vacation points at the World, or I guess even at Disneyland.
Yeah, pretty much. Or, like we said, at Aulani or Hilton Head Island or Vero Beach. Yeah. But basically, at their vacation club resorts specifically.
And I know it's because I think that though while it's all under one name, there's kind of different subsidiaries, and so sometimes they're like, well, I don't know if we want Vacation Club to go over to the cruise lines and so on.
Yeah, to a degree.
I know that because I have family who work for Disney, and for them to work from, for instance, leave the Walt Disney World Resort to work on the cruise ship, they'd actually have to reapply, and that doesn't necessarily guarantee you the front of the line. It just says you have Disney experience.
Pretty much. Yep.
But I don't know how subsidiary corporations work, so I can't really form an opinion on that.
Yeah.
But it looks like that they really want to help you out. There's so much information. Like I should order you a DVD. What do you think? Do you want a DVD on Disney Vacation Club?
No, thank you. I already have one.
Well, you want this year's? Hold on, I'll put in your name right now.
No, 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 that's okay. We've been through this rodeo before in our friendship, and I've seen how it turns out.
I've only done things where I put your name in the systems a handful of times.
But it resulted in a lot of unwanted mail. They already know I'm a Vacation Club member. What makes you think they'd actually send us a DVD anyway? Don't try it. Don't try it. Just
Usually, I sign just up for phone calls, not for. Though he has got me back a few times as well, with like Optimus Prime calling me once or twice.
Yeah, that was good.
But I think we had Mickey Mouse call you once?
That could have been. It wouldn't have surprised me. I don't remember it specifically, but you could have done it.
It's not as exciting when you're planning your vacation and Mickey calls you. When it's just like some company that says Mickey Mouse will call you for Christmas. You're like, oh.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah. And you're like going, oh boy. Well, that's really neat. I have enjoyed every time that we've like you guys have let us just stay with you guys for one night when we go, like when you're down, because sometimes now and then we can do that.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool what they allow. My family is bought in. My parents are bought in at Saratoga Springs, and they really enjoy it. And yeah, the thing that you were saying is just because you're bought in at one location doesn't mean that you're exclusive to that location, like a timeshare. You're
Right.
just you're just have, I guess, the advantage at booking it before
Yeah.
someone else.
Yeah. 4 months before every other Vacation Club member gets their shot, pretty much.
And you feel like you belong when you wear the Vacation Club polo.
I don't have a Vacation Club polo. I have a Vacation Club hat. I have a Vacation Club backpack. I don't have a polo.
My mother bought me a Vacation Club Tommy Bahama pullover.
Ooh, wow.
Um, let's just say she got it on a super discount.
Hey, full disclosure, my hat and my drawstring backpack were also free.
Yeah, if she did not pay anywhere near Tommy Bahama prices, I'm pretty sure she paid a little more than Walmart prices.
Yeah. No,
That's
but I
that's
actually do feel like I belong when I get there on property and go to the resort and people say welcome home and things like that. It's actually really touching, and it's just a nice little it's icing on the cake to being able to stay there on property. And it does feel like a home away from home for us.
well, you kind of own part of the magic in a sense.
Yeah, and the other thing too is, and this is something that we've neglected to bring up thus far, is that with Disney Vacation Club also comes perks like discounts.
Oh yeah.
So for us, we typically plan on going down there twice a year, which is enough to justify an annual pass. Well, an annual pass with a Disney Vacation Club membership is 20% off.
Yeah, that's really nice.
And when you're talking annual passes, 20% off of an annual pass to Walt Disney World, you're talking $100 plus. So it's a substantial discount.
If you're thinking about getting a gold pass, which only has blackouts at Christmas time, at Easter, and
That's it.
that's it. And for an out of state annual pass, that's $1,000. So you're looking at paying, well, 20% off. You're looking at paying 800 per person, which is
Yeah.
very nice. That's like in-state Florida rates.
Yeah. And that's exactly what we end up getting, our gold passes most of the time.
Yeah, because you don't have access to like the silver level, or even with or does Vacation Club have access to those?
No, no, gold pass is the lowest pass you can get as a
Okay.
Vacation Club member that lives out of state.
Are you ever going to get the Premier Pass?
I've actually gotten, I think it was the Platinum or the Platinum Plus a couple of times, but that was because they were offering it at the same price as the Gold Pass.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they did a couple of promos years apart between the two, but they did promos a couple of times where they offered the Premium Pass at the same price as the Gold Pass. And so we're like, yeah, sure, let's do that. I mean, we weren't going to take advantage of the no blockout dates because we have really no ambition to go down there for Easter or Christmas. That is specifically Easter week and Christmas week.
Yeah.
But we we did think it would be cool to check out the water parks. So we took advantage of that and we got to see both the water parks and experience them on our annual passes. And that was pretty cool.
Now you're talking because the premier one is the one that lets you go to Disneyland and Disney World.
Okay, yeah,
So
I
you're
have
talking
not.
about the Platinum Plus.
Yes, the Platinum Plus is the one that we ended up getting, not the Premier. No.
Yeah, the premier pass I think costs like $2,100 a person.
Yeah, no, I don't see that one in our future.
The Platinum Plus, if they were giving it to you for the rate of a gold, that's really good.
Yeah.
Especially, yeah, to get into the water parks.
Yeah, that was the
get
major
discount
selling point.
with gold, but I miss the days when gold had no blackouts. But anyway.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm okay with it because, like I said, just on the sheer volume of the crowds of people that, under normal circumstances, are at Disney World for Christmas week and Easter week, that's usually enough to keep us away.
Yeah, and given what I do, I'm a little busy on those time periods.
Yes.
I just don't like the idea of having a blackout.
Yeah, yeah. I can kind of understand that.
But the free parking is pretty nice.
Yeah, free parking. Yeah, well, we park pretty much. We will take advantage of that if we have driven down there. We will take advantage of the free parking at the theme parks and at the resorts now too. As a vacation club member, you don't have to pay for parking at the resorts. If you're not a vacation club member, you do.
Yeah, and you don't have to pay the resort fees, period.
Yeah, that's precisely it.
Because I
So,
know they've just, in the last year or three, they've added the resort fees.
right, yeah. And that's, people chalk that up to Disney just trying to get more money. And in a sense, yeah, they're right. But in another sense, it's not like they're the first people to do that.
No, if you were to stay off property anywhere around the Walt Disney World Resort, you would be paying the resort fees.
Yeah,
They, if anything, were just the last ones to hop on the train.
pretty much.
I understand people would rather not pay money. I get that. But
Yeah.
they were, maybe there is like one or two more holdouts in the area that I'm just not aware of. But it looked like to me that they were the last ones to jump on resort fees.
It could be.
And we're not talking about, Joe Schmo's motel. We're talking about, this is the Walt Disney World Resort, and they took their time before they made that call. So, and then you can testify, they're gonna take care of you.
Yeah, they do. That was one of the things that I can say with pretty much every single Disney vacation, just about. They've done excellent work taking care of us. I think there was only really one exception to that, and it was, to be perfectly honest, exceptional circumstances too. So they've done a really good job, and yeah, I trust that Disney's gonna take care of you for the premium you're paying for their product. They're gonna take good care of you.
That's neat. Well, Alouani 2025, is that what we're doing?
Well, might have to keep it on the down low. Don't want to get my wife too excited about it.
My wife would be like, "Put it on the calendar." And then there'd be an alarm in the phone. That'd be great. We'd all be. I can never say that line from that is the Hawaiian way, and it says Merry Christmas to you. I can never say that line.
Mele Kalikimaka.
Yeah. That's what we could do.
Hey, I wear Hawaiian shirts on a regular basis. I need to know how to pronounce these things.
I really need to up my Hawaiian shirt game these days. I want to get more exclusively Disney Hawaiian shirts. I only have one, and I need more.
I have 3.
I think that, well, you don't need to up your game. You already came. I'm but a learner. Man, we're quoting all these different Disney properties now.
Oh, boy.
That's going to be my goal for the future, is to incorporate as many new Disney property quotes as possible.
Yeah, I won't put it past you, nor will I challenge your ability to do it.
You need to do it too.
I'm not that good. I'm not that good on the fly like that.
I don't know what it is. I was just made this way, able to roll off the cuff. I don't know why. But I think we should wrap it up here. So, Justin, thank you for just letting me interview you on this. Now, we don't normally do this, but we figured it'd be a little bit more fun to like just do a little bit of Q&A about it. Justin has been always a great resource to me. That's why we're really good friends. We've always just are looking out for each other. And well, Justin, thank you for letting me interview you. And next week I'll let you interview me. We could talk about, I don't know, something fun anyway.
Something to be determined.
Something to be determined. Generally, people, we have a plan. Right now.
Right now we're like Anton Ego and surprise me.
Yeah. Yes, that's about it, right. So anyway, guys, my name is David.
And I'm Justin.
And thank you for hanging in there with us today, and we hope you have a good week.
See you real soon.